Week 15 of the NFL season, and the Washington Commanders will be taking on the New York Giants. Today, I'll be previewing the game and also giving you my predictions. And my predictions might just surprise you. So stick around and let's get into it. So, starting on the defensive side, my first key to this game is containing Jackson Dart within the pocket. When you look at him play, most of his big plays come with his legs when he's improvising, trying to find an open receiver down the field or trying to escape the pressure, and he's actually really good at it. He can move, he's very mobile, so he's able to get a lot of rushing yards from that, and he's also able to buy time and find receivers down the field. So I definitely think keeping him in that pocket is very, very important. Keeping him in that pocket and getting some pressure up front if we possibly can in that middle and containing it on the outside, I think is just the biggest key to the game. Especially when you look at their running game. I mean, their top two rushers currently are Tyrone Tracy, who's running for 424 yards, and Devin Singletary, who's running for 306 yards, both under 4 yards per carry. They really haven't had a prevalent running game since Cam Scatterbo got injured earlier this year. We know what kind of runner he was, man. He was a run right in your face, 1940s fullback, old school kind of guy, eating nails with the whatever you want. He's going to get it for you. So I think by stopping Jackson Dart from going outside the pocket and keep him in there and keep him from running and making those plays, we can definitely help make them one-dimensional. And I also would love to focus on stopping Wan'Dale Robinson. Now, Wan'Dale Robinson isn't the most intimidating looking receiver. He's about 5'8", 170, 180 maybe, man. I might weigh more than him, honestly. And I'm not that big of a guy either. But he's able to really get in and out of his breaks very well. He's able to stop and go, find little holes in the zone, and he's just very good at escaping defenders as well. And he's by far Jackson Dart's favorite target, especially when he's doing those escape routes, trying to find someone that's open. Wan'Dale Robinson is usually that guy. And if you look at past games, we've struggled against these smaller type receivers, whether it's JSN when we played the Seahawks. Now, granted, everyone struggled against JSN, but we definitely struggled against him. If you even look back to the Raiders game earlier in the season, we struggled against a guy, you guys probably really haven't heard his name that much, Trey Tucker. The only time you probably heard his name is when he played against us and caught over $150 yards and 3 touchdowns. We struggle against those guys, so I think whether we gotta get a safety over top to help with that or get a trail man with him to try and fill those zones, definitely something to contain to slow him down, because if we put an extra man on him, I think that would limit Jackson Dart's options, because, I mean, you look at the other receivers, Darius Slayton, and no one really scares you. Now, I do like that tight end Theo Johnson. He was able to make a lot of contested catches and catching traffic, and he's also pretty reliable. He has 5 touchdowns, but I think Jackson Dart's number one guy is Wan'Dale Robinson, and we can definitely take a lot from them if we take him out the game. Now, looking at the offense, first key to the game. I'm going to sound like a broken record saying this. I'm going to keep saying it and keep saying it and keep saying it until Cliff listens. Run the ball. Now, my message last week was to give it to Chris Rodriguez, but at this point, I don't care who you give it to. Give it to Chris. Give it to Bill Crosby-Barrett. Give it to Jeremy McNichols. Heck, I don't care. Give it to John Bates. Let him run it. Let anybody run it, because right now we're facing the 31st ranked rush defense in the Giants, who give up 154 yards per game. They also give up the most yards per carry in 5.8. Let me repeat that. They give up the most yards per carry in the entire NFL at 5.8. If that doesn't scream at Cliff to run the football, I don't know what will. That can also help to slow down that pass rush by that guy they have on the other side, number 58, Brian Burns. Now, he is what you call a game wrecker. A true game wrecker. 13 sacks, 22 quarterback hits, 18 tackles for loss on the season. That's a guy that can change the game, and that's a guy who you truly want to slow down, and you do that by running the football. Make him think twice on if it's a run or a pass, especially if you run the ball early on first and second down, and you get ourselves into a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. we can run or pass, so he's going to have to second guess, which slows him down. And my other key to the game is get Scary Terry involved. We saw against the Broncos what that man can do. The difference he can make for a quarterback, especially a backup like Marcus Mariota. 7 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown on his return back. But last week against the Vikings, just 3 catches, 43 yards was really limited. And what really bugs me about that is there was a lot of one-on-one coverages that Brian Flores did. There were a lot of opportunities to get him the ball, but the issue was Brian Flores was bringing so much pressure that Jaden and Marcus Mariota weren't able to sit back and deliver in their spot to Terry. So we missed a lot of those opportunities. So like I said before, running the football will slow that pass rush by the Giants down. And if we get one-on-one opportunities with Terry, we have to take them. We're running out of playmakers at this point, and Terry is a guy who can constantly count on, and he showed us in the last 3-4 years he is that guy. Now, for my final predictions. And I said at the beginning, you guys will be shocked at this prediction, and I stand by that. So, who do I have winning? I have the Giants winning 26-23 over my Washington Commanders. Now, you may be shocked and you may be asking, why? Why do you have the 2-11 Giants beating the Commanders? Well, I just look back to that 31-0 game. And losing 31-0 from experience, it's backbreaking, man. It's so crushing. And you just think about everything that we've been through, the highs, the lows, not many highs, really just the high expectations that we've had. And we haven't met anything. And we've just been crushed. And I can tell you, when you're at this point in the season, you're 3-10, this late, no playoff contention, man, you just want the season to be over. And that's where I think we're at right now. And that's why I think the Giants will take it 26-23. So tell me, what do you think? Who's going to win this game? Give me all your predictions in the comments. Thank you. See you next time.